Hey guys. Okay, hold on a second. I got more Christ experiences. I gotta get these going because there's so many. Okay, so this one has to do with right after mom. So mom comes down, says she's gonna get me a new Christ. Now you have to watch the last video to find out what mom is. Moms are basically the inner light. And so now I'm stuck with her in the inner light in this room that's all white. And she don't talk to me. Which is, I just stay up here because it's nice, but it's really high. It's so high that in fact my teeth are vibrating. That's how high it is. My teeth are vibrating and I'm totally disconnected from the earth, like the earth energies. And it's weird, it's really weird. I didn't like it at all. And I asked her about that, and she said, that's what she said. You're too high. You gotta go down. You're not supposed to be here. Okay, but the whole thing is, I'm inside myself, inside the inner light, in myself, perceiving. So my soul is perceiving through into my inner light, and the inner light became my soul, and I went up to the spark, not the spark, but damn close to it. And she took human form for me to understand, and she was trying to talk to me. Now, when she was talking to me, she was always like giving me riddles. It was never, normal, like normal communication between people. It was always riddles and weird words and stuff. And she couldn't. It seemed like she was having a hard time putting the words together, right? Because they actually. And I asked her about that, and she said that it's because we don't communicate with words. I gotta learn this for you. I communicate with you through intuition, right? Basically, that's what she said. Intuition. You're not supposed to hear me. You're supposed to feel me. You're supposed to see. I'll give you pictures. I'll give you information, and you see it. To know what to do in the moment. That's how that works. And I go, yep, I do that. And she goes, I know. So that's cool, right? But that straightened me out on a lot of things about the inner light. Anyway, so I stay up there for off and on about a week or two, and then I finally come down, and the Jesus is there. She got me this Jesus, a Christ, and he's like an avatar too. And I met the real Christ first, and I met the avatar, which is going to take care of me. And they're both one and the same, more or less. He goes down there and does maintenance on me, and he does this thing with all the people. So each Christ spirit has, say, 300 people to take care of, or families or groups. Okay? He has, like, say, 300 or whatever. And the avatar has 10 people that he watches over and helps. Basically, that's how I interpreted what I saw. Okay? And there's millions of Christs. And there's, from what I understand, 9 levels between the earth, the low astral, earth astral, which is not demonic, but that's where all the sickos hang out. So it's like almost a purgatory, but it's not. It's like you can live here and be just like we are now, but it's all bad guys and good guys fighting. It's like the Wild West, more or less. And there's Christ down here doing their thing, and there's bad things down here doing their thing, and they pretty much leave each other alone. But and the higher you go, there's still bad things up to a certain point. But I was in Christ consciousness, so now I only see within Christ consciousness. But I also see this astral world. So it's like I'm with Christ consciousness, but I'm seeing that as the lower astral also. So no more baddies are going to come and get me, right? Because I'm in Christ consciousness. And he only shows me what he wants to show me. So, put that aside, I'm in Christ consciousness bubble, and he sticks me, and I don't know how the series, he sticks me in like a black room, okay? And I just hang out there, and I don't see the spirit world like I used to, where it's just random. Like when, you know what I'm saying? Spirits don't come up to me anymore. I don't see them, they don't see me because I'm out of the picture, but I'm still there. I'm in Christ's little bubble. It's pretty weird. But that's the way it is. So I'm bored as hell, and he's got me in this black room. And I really don't do anything, I just sit there and do nothing, and it's black. But as soon as I close my eyes, there's my spirit guides, my wife, my kids. Well, no, not the kids, they weren't there yet. My wife and the two kids, Brett and the other one. So, and I do a lot of stupid things, a lot of screwing around. And then one day, I find this, how do I put it? It wasn't too long after I came back down out of the light that I was in the blackness, and they're still buzzing my toes and buzzing me, right? And I'm going, how are you buzzing me? Like, how are you doing this? And he goes, oh, you don't need to know. And one day I woke up, and I saw above me, I saw myself hanging first. I saw myself hanging, and I had wires attached to my spine. A couple up top, a couple on the bottom, one around the waist, some on the, on my spine. And they were going off. So I'm like stuck in the middle of this barn, this black barn. I call it a barn, for lack of a better word. It felt like a barn. And I'm stuck in this barn, and I'm wired, and I'm just floating. So my soul can't go anywhere. It's just like boing, 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 right? And as soon as I realized that, I started touching the wires and moving them, and they're tied to my spine, and I didn't know what to do, right? And I was like freaking out. I didn't know what to do. And I asked Christ and my wife and the other spirits, and they go, well, you're with Christ now, and we want to heal you, and you can't move around. Because every time when you go to sleep at night, you automatically take off an astral travel and get yourself all messed up with other spirits. And that's going to kill you faster than we can heal you. So we cannot let you go roaming around having sex with girls you like and stuff like that. He goes, you just can't do it. It's not going to happen. And I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. That's all I do is just go out and have sex with other girls I know, in dream space and that. But I do a lot. I'm running around having fun, doing my thing, looking for Bigfoot, whatever. But no more of that. I'm stuck in this room, and that's it. So all I get to see when I go to sleep at night is this damn room until I fall asleep, and then I can go into a dream. But I still can't go to the dream, and you can see the difference in the dream. My dream's totally changed. It's like I'm watching a dream, and I want to go, but I can't. I can't get into the dream. And it's weird. I can't astral travel anymore. I can't leave my body. And so that pissed me off. And what they did, what it is, it's like fishing string, and they tie your soul, and they tie it around your spine, the ethereal in your spine, and the fishing string is actually ethereal. And they make this. They got everything here they got there, more or less. If not better there than here, to inform this reality, to make shit. So anyway, so I'm dealing with that. I'm dealing with the strings, and I'm trying to accept it, and it's pissing me off. And I can't get away. I can't do nothing. It's just me and Jesus and the 2 kids and my wife. That's it. Nothing else for fucking, and it seems like forever. When you're caught, once your attention goes to it, it's just, long, long, long. I don't even know enough to take my attention away and do other things. Like, I don't know enough about that yet. So I'm constantly in this weird way of just hanging in space, waiting. And I got 5 years to go, right? How long are you going to wait? So I lose it a couple times, and I'm trying to accept it, and still the energy, I still haven't started healing. Okay? They're still trying to figure out what's wrong with me and how to heal me and do all this. Then I started getting interested in, and then one morning I wake up and I see Christ, and he ran up some stairs, but I haven't done anything. I saw somebody walk up some stairs onto like a stage up high above me. And so I looked, and there was like computer panels, big giant panels, machines. I call them machines. And there was 2 guys up there with Christ that was taking care of me. And I see wires coming down off the stage up there. And there's like wires coming down, and they're going to my feet, and they're going to my genitals, and they're going to my head from behind and into my head. And I fucking saw them all into my head, and they're all hooked up my head. And I go, what the hell is going on? What is all this? And they got me wired up like a robot, man. And now I realize the whole time, every time they were testing me, the Jello Biafra Christ and the other Christ, when they were testing me, and I'd fail, buddy up there would blast them, hit the button on the damn machine, and my arm would go, ooh, right? Because they had wires going into my head, and they had wires hooked up to my toes and my genitals and all my skins in certain spots, sort of like acupuncture, but with electricity, some kind of electricity. And I realized this, and I'm going, holy shit! And I go, is this true? Is this stuff in my head really here? And he's like, yeah, don't tear it out because it'll fuck you up. And so I don't tear it out. And so I'm reflecting on everything that happened to me and how he did it, and now I'm seeing how he did it. So I don't know if it was a mistake on his part that I wasn't supposed to see it, but my curiosity got me into this place, and damned if I'm not leaving without knowing what was going on, right? So I'm touching the wires in my head, and he's like, don't touch them goddamn wires, blah, 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 and all this stuff. And I'm like, damn. So at one time, at one point, he let me down, and I'm bored, and I go, when I was talking to him, he goes, what are you interested in? I'm like, time, space, what's going on here, stuff I don't know. I want to explore it and learn it, right? And he's like, that's cool. And he goes, well, I can show you some stuff. And I'm like, cool, because I want to see some stuff. And he goes, all right. So he takes me off the wires. He unhooks me. And he goes, you gotta stay with me, though. And I'm like, all right. And he goes, we're going to go down. I mean, what do you mean down? Like hell? And he goes, yeah, no. He goes, we're going to go down to the earth. And I'm going to show you what it's like down in the earth. And I'm going to show you how it works with the earth. And he goes, you like bending these skins, right? You want to know about these skins. Well, I'm going to show you how it works. And he goes, you see up there, the roof? That's another skin. Way up there. And I go, am I standing on a skin? He goes, yeah, an earth skin. He goes, I can actually peel like a chunk off, like a layer off of the earth skin, and you can bend it. And he did, and I was bending it and moving it and squishing it and bending it, and it would always come back to normal, and I'd bend it and it would come back to normal. And he goes, that's normal. He goes, they're just like your skins in you. And I'm going, what skins in me? And he goes, oh, we'll listen another time to explain that, but we're sticking with this. And he goes, these are the skins of the earth. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Explain. He goes, come on. So I'm holding his hand or whatever, and he goes, just drop with me, just drop, and we drop, boom, and we go down, and all of a sudden, we go down. I'm not seeing devils and evil and shit. I'm just seeing blackness. And he goes, we just went down a couple levels. What did you see? I go, it's like ash. And I go, it's like ash. It's like ash. We're in ash. And he's like, correct. And he goes, I go, what's the ash? And he goes, it's the garbage, the emotions, and human energy and animal energy that's been dumped. So when you have an emotion and all your garbage energy comes out, and eventually, if it comes out your crown chakra, it goes up to heaven to a certain level where it gets stuck, and then it slowly tumbles down as ash. And he goes, millions and millions of years, and civilization after civilization, this ash has been accumulating. Just like the sediment in the ocean, on the bottom of the ocean. And he goes, yes, exactly like that. But this is in the spirit world. He goes, let's go down further. And so we travel like 10, 20 levels past, and there'd be like an ash, and then there would be another level and a skin, and then we go down, and there'd be another skin, and we go down, there'd be another skin, like an apartment building, floors on an apartment building, and we go down, and then finally we go down, and the ash it just stopped being ash, and it was just black. And I go, well, how come it's black now? There's no ash. And he goes, because we're down so far, the ash don't go this far. And he goes, we don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe we do, but I don't know why. I have to go look it up in the library or whatever to find out. But he goes, let's go down further. And we go down, and as we go down further, the levels of the floors, the skins, get closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. And we go down. It seemed like a half an hour, man. It was long. And finally we get down, and we're in like a crawl space. Like the layers were so close, like the top layer and the bottom layer. And he goes, this is about as far as we can go. Me and you. And the pressure on my head was like, just squeezing all my whole soul, just squeezing the shit out of me. And I'm going, it's pretty tight down there. And he's like, yep. He goes, we can go further, but you'll start messing up. And he goes, this is as far as we can go to the closest to the core of the earth, sort of thing, of the earth skins. He goes, from beyond this, they get really, 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 really tight, and they get so tight that you can't even penetrate it. You got to go to another level to see into that, and then you get big surprises there. But I ain't never done it. I only read some of it, and so anyway, we're here. This is as far as we're going. I'm like, all right, cool. And I go, well, what's in the center, like the super, super tight core? And he goes, you don't need to know. I guess I do, son of a bitch, yes I do. And I go, is it another dimension or something like that? And he goes, pretty close. And I'm like, holy shit, right? And he didn't confirm it. Which left me hanging, which pissed me off. I wanted to go. He goes, you don't go there. He goes, not too many people go there. But anyway, we're in this crawl space, and it's like red. It's red. It's like this dark red. It's like Mars. I'm thinking Mars is like, it's just like, what I saw was this. It's like a slate powder, which is all red, like an inch of powder, an inch of dust, all the way at the horizon, and there were just little bumps. And I go, what are them little bumps? And he goes, oh, they're things, and they're covered in dust. And I'm like, what things? And he goes, I don't know. Don't worry about it. And all of a sudden he goes, come here, look. And so we're like, I'm flying on my stomach over top of this dust stuff, but I'm in the dust stuff. It's like it's going through me, but I'm flying. And because it's so squeezed, like it's no thicker than my head, like maybe a little thicker than my head. These 2 layers I'm in, and the fucking pressure, and I could barely hang there, right? He goes, I can't fucking believe you're here. I'm like, me neither. Let's go. So he goes, I'm going to show you something. So we walk up, and there's these little slug things. They look like maggots. And they're just like sitting there, slowly moving. Like, you couldn't see them move, but they're moving. And I go, what are they? And I go, giant maggots. And he goes, they're basic life forms. Basic life forms. And you know, it's like me. He goes, it's like me, but I'm informed. These ain't informed. They just sit around, and they sit down here, and they're slowly evolving. And he goes, in a million years, it'll turn into a bird. It'll be born. This slug thing will rise up in levels to the earth level and be born as a mouse or a bird or stuff like that. And he goes, I go, they're not human? He goes, no. He goes, these don't have the spark of life. They're just slug energy things. Things that come from, they're just created down here somehow. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember everything. But these energy slug things will eventually evolve up the layers. And as they go up the layers, they get so smart, and then they're born into your reality and other realities, not just this reality, because there's other realities, he said, but it's other spirit realities, not the physical reality. But some of them go into physical embodiment, which is like a bird. And then that bird has experiences over and over and over, many, many lifetimes, and accumulates knowledge, and that knowledge informs the entity, which is now an entity, and that entity slowly turns into a dog and higher life forms until it gets so smart, like a Archon. He didn't say Archon, but he said a real smart life form. And then sometimes they just grow and they do their own thing, but they don't get the spark. And he goes, sometimes they do get the spark, but sometimes they don't. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, are you kidding? You know, nope. And then we start going back up. We're going back up, and he goes, oh yeah. And I thought, what else I gotta show you? And he goes, see this blackness? Stuff. This blackness holds. It's like a goo. This blackness is like a goo. And I go, no, it's just like black air to me. And he goes, yeah, to you, but it's actually a goo. And like a slime, like the ash turns into this slime. And he goes, we actually get in a little 2-3 man submarine, and they go down. Jesus, the Christ, and researchers and scientists get in the submarine, and they go down into the goo, way down, and they find artifacts from millions and millions of years ago, when right after the Creator created the universe, informed the universe. Right after the Creator informed the universe and created the physical reality universe, well, in the spirit world, stuff started happening. And say like junk that was made by other civilizations would get stuck in the goo, and it wouldn't rot away for whatever reason. And the researchers the scientists will go down in this goo in a little submarine, and they would find artifacts. And they take it up, research it, back engineer it, and start using it. And I'm like, holy fuck, are you kidding me? And he's like, no. He goes, half the stuff we use here came from past civilizations. And with our knowledge and learning and back engineering it, we make it better. And he goes, just like how we use essences from your spine to create things. We're always constantly learning new stuff. And other races come here, and we go to other races, and we exchange knowledge with them. And I go, and he goes, you can't understand it because you're not here. But he goes, once you're here, you'll understand it. And he goes, in the physical reality, I go, aliens in physical reality. He goes, yeah, but they have souls. And so in our spirit world, we just open a door and go into their universe and talk to them, spirit to spirit. they got a spirit world too. They got their own home, and there's a door between us. And he goes, I go, just like I opened the door to talk to the aliens. And he goes, yeah, that's exactly how it's done. And I'm like, holy fuck. And we exchange information and stuff. I'm like, wow. And he goes, yep. They're doing the same thing we are doing. But here on Earth, for you, it's all backwards. But you learn it. And he goes, the faster you learn, the faster everybody learns, then we can progress into a higher state of consciousness on the Earth, the more people learn. And then we can move on and do other things. But it's just a normal. He goes, it's like a plant growing. It starts as a seed, and it grows to a mature plant and gives off fruit. It's the same thing. You started off as a seed, one of them little things down there in the bottom of the earth. You came up, more or less, or you were birthed from another person, which I'll get into in a minute. I'm running out of time.